For years, you've been asking the universe for a sign, a whisper, a clue that your manifestation is coming. What if those signs were already here, subtle, silent, and hidden in plain sight? In this message, you're about to discover 5 mysterious signs that your manifestation is closer than you've ever imagined. These signs aren't random. They are spiritual confirmations that reality is already shifting in your favor. But before we begin, take a moment to center yourself. This isn't just information, it's a shift in perception. And once you see these signs for what they truly are, you won't unsee them. You'll understand that what you've been asking for is already on its way. Let's begin. Sign 1. You feel a sudden, unshakable calm when a manifestation is near. One of the first signs is the disappearance of urgency. That anxious desire, it fades. Not because you've given up, but because deep within, you already know it's coming. Neville Goddard often said, "Feel the wish fulfilled." When you truly assume your desire is already yours, your nervous system relaxes, your energy aligns. You stop chasing because you're no longer lacking. And in that surrender, the universe begins to respond. So if you've recently felt a strange calm, a quiet inner knowing that doesn't need proof, don't question it. That peace is your first confirmation. Sign 2. People and circumstances begin to shift around you. The external world is a mirror. When your inner state changes, the reflection begins to adjust. Sometimes this looks like people exiting your life unexpectedly, or old routines falling apart. You might even feel discomfort, like something is being stripped away. But it's not destruction, it's reconfiguration. Neville taught that change your conception of yourself and you will automatically change the world in which you live. So when your self-concept elevates, when you truly believe you're already the person who has what they desire, the old world must dissolve to make room for the new. Pay attention. Are you noticing friction where there used to be comfort? Are things that once fit now falling away? That's not a loss, it's alignment. Sign 3. Vivid dreams or repeating symbols. Your subconscious is the bridge between the spiritual and the physical. When a manifestation is near, this bridge becomes active. You might begin to receive guidance through dreams, or see repeating numbers, words, or images. These aren't coincidences, they are responses. Neville emphasized that all transformation begins with an intense, burning desire to be transformed. And that desire imprints itself into your subconscious. Once imprinted, it starts communicating through dreams, synchronicities, and inner visions. Have you seen the same numbers again and again? Heard the same message from different people? Had a dream so real it lingered all day? That's not just your mind, that's movement. That's the echo of your manifestation forming. Sign 4. Old emotional triggers resurface. Just before the breakthrough, the breakdown often arrives. You may feel old fears, insecurities, or painful memories rising to the surface. This is not regression, it's release. To embody the version of you who already has the desire, your body and mind must let go of the old identity. Neville would say, "You cannot rise into a new dimension of self while clinging to the old man." That means the past must be acknowledged, felt, and surrendered. So if emotions are bubbling up, don't suppress them. Allow them to move through you. They're not a setback. They're the final layer being stripped away before you receive what you've already claimed in consciousness. Sign 5. You feel disconnected from the desire itself. Here's the most paradoxical sign of all. When your manifestation is closest, you might stop caring about it altogether. Not in apathy, but in surrender. You stop needing it. You stop obsessing over when or how. You stop thinking about it constantly, and then, just like that, it arrives. Neville taught that assumption is not hoping, it is knowing. And when you know, you don't chase, you rest, you relax, you let it be. This detachment isn't forced, it's natural, because the version of you who has the desire isn't obsessing, they're living. They're already there. So if lately you felt strangely indifferent about something you once deeply craved, know this. you are no longer manifesting it. You're living in the assumption that it's already done. And that assumption is the final doorway through which it will enter your world. Now what? If you've recognized one or more of these signs, don't try to force the next step. Don't look for proof. The proof is already in motion. Your only job now is to remain in the state of the wish fulfilled. As Neville said, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and continue feeling it until that which you feel becomes fact. You don't have to make it happen. You only have to become the one it happens to. And that shift, quiet, powerful, unseen by the eyes but deeply felt, is the signal that everything you desire is already unfolding. So here's your reminder. What you seek is seeking you. What you've assumed is becoming real. And what you've surrendered is on its way. Remain still. Trust the signs. And prepare to receive. You've recognized the signs. You've surrendered the outcome. But what happens next? In this second part of your journey, we'll explore what to do once you've seen the signals. Because seeing the signs is not the end, it's the invitation. Here's how you stabilize the state of the wish fulfilled and allow your manifestation to flow into your physical experience. Step 1. Live from the end. Neville Goddard was clear. You must not just wish for your desire. You must become the version of yourself who already has it. This means embodying the thoughts, feelings, and behaviors of the future you, now. If you've been manifesting love, ask yourself, how does the version of me who is deeply loved carry themselves? Speak? Make decisions? If it's wealth, how does the abundant version of me feel each morning? How do they walk into a room? What do they no longer tolerate? This is not pretending. This is embodiment. You're not faking it. You're claiming it. Every moment you live from the end, you anchor that assumption deeper into your subconscious. And when the subconscious accepts it as true, the physical world must rearrange to match. Step 2. Drop the timeline. Your manifestation is not on a human clock, it's on a divine one. When you focus on when it will arrive, you return to lack, and lack is the opposite of the fulfilled state. Neville said, do not concern yourself with the how or when. Dwell only in the assumption that it is done. So if doubt creeps in, breathe. Return to the feeling. Remind yourself that you are already in possession of it, because consciousness is the only reality. What you sustain in imagination must become fact. Step 3. Watch for bridge of incidents. Many expect the manifestation to drop instantly into their lap, but often it arrives through a series of bridge of incidents, seemingly unrelated events that guide you step by step to your desire. Neville explained this as the natural unfolding of your assumption. You do not need to recognize the bridge while it's happening. Your only job is to walk it. A phone call, a canceled meeting, a new idea, a delay, everything is part of the path. So trust the journey. Don't judge the moment. You may be in the very scene that leads to your manifestation and not even know it. Step 4. Sustain inner conversations. Your inner dialogue creates your outer world. What are you saying to yourself when no one else is listening? Are your internal conversations aligned with the state you've assumed? If you've declared yourself abundant, but your inner voice still repeats, I don't know how I'll make ends meet, then you're feeding two conflicting assumptions. Choose one. Neville urged us to make inner conversations reflect our desired state. So begin now. Let your inner voice praise, affirm, and declare the reality you have already chosen. Step 5. Gratitude before it arrives. Gratitude isn't a reaction, it's a creative force. When you feel grateful before the physical evidence arrives, you are signaling to the universe that your assumption is solid. Each night, as you close your eyes, whisper words of thanks, not for what will come, but for what already is. Thank the universe, your higher self, the divine intelligence behind all things. Neville's teachings are clear. Assume it, feel it, live it, and it must come. So here you are, not waiting, but preparing, not hoping, but knowing. Your reality is no longer ahead of you. You've merged with it. Let this be the moment where you no longer wonder if it's working. Let this be the moment where you decide. Because once the decision is made in imagination, all things begin to move. The signs were just the beginning. Now you are the signal, and the universe is already responding.